Coach Jake with FGC Simplified. Listen, I have put together some of my examples that I've given on live replay right here for you to check out. If you need more information on how you can join the community or come to our free webinar, just look in the description of this video. You will find a link to our webinar and also a link to actually join the FGC community. If you want to learn more about how to get into federal government contracting as the middle person and make 6 to 7 figures from home without doing the physical work. So enjoy these replay, and if you want to learn more, tap in with us at FGC Simplified. Let's go. She's going through it, and she came across one that said elevator testing and inspections. Elevator testing and inspections. All right. So she now find a contract opportunity that the federal government is looking for elevator testing. Put for me in the chat, how much did it cost her to find this contract opportunity? I'm gonna show you the cost as we go through. Drop in the chat for me, how much did it cost her to find this federal government contract? Nothing. Free. Cool. All right. Y'all still cooking with me. Listen, and as I'm going through this, man, if I'm dropping value, if you're getting anything, do me a favor. Tap the screen for me. So it will actually let people know we're still cooking on this side. Okay? 0. Okay, cool. Let me explain. Trini Trucker, I see you, man. Thank you for subscribing. I will send you a link as soon as we get done for you to book your 30-minute session, okay? And again, your name goes into the hat to be drawn for the actual slot in our community. Thank you for supporting, man. Okay. All right. So listen, again, if y'all now jumping in, if you subscribe to the channel, to this TikTok channel, if you hit the star and subscribe to the channel, your name will be entered into a hat to win a slot in our community. But you would also get a free 30 session with me just for saying thank you for subscribing. All right. So, all right, let's go. Here we go. So let me explain this contract opportunity. So the federal government, when you're looking at this contract opportunity, as you see right here, or this is what is considered a solicitation, you would see right here what the federal government is asking for. So they'll give you a brief description of the product or service the federal government is asking for. Then we can see that this is active, meaning that there is money allocated to this service that they're looking for right here. Okay. Now, on each contract opportunity or solicitation, the federal government will attach documents to this contract opportunity that will let you know everything you need about this contract opportunity. They will let you know the size, the color, the shape, the frequency. Anything you need to know about this contract will be in these documentation. All the details about this service will be in these documents that's attached to the file. If that makes sense to you, I'm make sure I'm not confusing anyone, that in these documents, everything that you need in order to perform this service will be in this document. Please drop a 1 in the chat for me. Let me make sure that I'm not losing anyone. Please drop a 1. All right, 1. All right, y'all still cooking with me. All right, perfect. Please repeat. Okay, I got 2 repeats. What I'm showing you is on a contract opportunity or solicitation, at the bottom of it, the federal government will attach documents that will give you every detail that you need for this service. Okay? For this service, they will let you know the size, the quantity, the color, everything. They will let you know in all those documents. Okay? Can I open one? Yes, but in time. I'm walking through the steps. Stick with me. I got you. All right. Also, on every solicitation, they would have what is called a primary point of contact. This person right here job is to answer questions if you need any clarification on anything in these documents or on that contract opportunity. Okay? So that's what I wanted to show you. So Miss T out of VA followed my information. She found a contract opportunity that she liked. She scrolled down and now she's opening one of these documentation right here. So let's open the documentation to show you what's on there. Okay. All right. Boom. Let me back it up. Make sure that y'all could see this. Let me bring it down. All right. Drop a one in the chat if y'all could see this for me. Drop a one in the chat so I just know. Make sure y'all can see my screen. Cool. All right. Y'all still cooking, man. Perfect. All right. So this is the document that's attached to the file. And I'm showing you how the federal government will be detailed. Again, the federal government will not play in the gray area. They will not be ambiguous. They would be actually detailed to give you the information you need in order for you to provide this service. So as we can see, we open the documents, and as we're going through, they will let us know where they actually need the service done. So it looks like this is for St. Cloud, New Mexico. And right here where it's called Statement of Work. So now they're giving you all the information you need, all the details, the nitty gritty. We can see that they need it for the VA Health Campus. The VA Health Campus in New Mexico. They need semi-annual elevator inspection and testing. They give you a background history. They give you the category of testing, all this information. So I can see right here that they have 25 plus elevators. So they have 22 elevators here. They have 25 elevators here. They want about 52 tests per year. Again, I'm just showing you highlights to show you how detailed they would be. Okay. 22 tests. They have all annual testing they got 22 elevators there, 26 elevators there. They're giving you all the information. Plus they have additional 4 elevators over here that's currently under construction. I'm showing you all the details on how the federal government will. And then they give you a list of all the elevators and their location. Okay. All the list of all the elevators, they give you the type, the model, the serial number, and all that. They're giving you all the information. Again, what I'm showing you here, let me help you out, brother. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Boom. All right. So they're giving you all the information that they're looking for, elevators to be inspected and tested. All right. Now, oh, it's in Minnesota. Listen, I'm doing this live with you. I see y'all telling me that it's in Minnesota, not VA. Let's see. They have an address. So let's see. What's NM? NM is not New Mexico? Y'all help me out. I thought NM was New Mexico. It says Veteran Drive in St. Cloud, New Mexico. Isn't that New Mexico? Y'all let me know in the chat. This is the interactive portion. Everybody is saying, oh, Minnesota, got you. Listen, I got y'all. I will show you. Listen. Minnesota, cool. All right, Minnesota, perfect. Listen, it's Sunday morning, man. I ain't had no coffee yet. Y'all with me. I'm showing you. Cool. Listen, everybody on the same page. Everybody on the same page. All right. But I'm showing you. Listen, could have probably think it was New Mexico, but the documents that the federal government has provided for us is letting us know the exact location. All right. So you listen, y'all didn't have to go off of my word. All right, let's go. Let's press on, man. But listen, the point I'm trying to show, and I'm showing you that these documents that we open that's attached to the contract opportunity will have all the information you need. Now, if that is making sense for everyone, again, I'm giving you a top level overview of what we actually show you. If that's making sense for everyone, please drop a heart emoji in the chat. Drop a heart emoji in the chat so I know to move on, so I don't... Drop a heart emoji. Good. Okay. Good. All right. I see y'all still with me. Cool. William, come on, man. There are other people in here not as fast as you. You can't just say, just move on. Come on. I want to make sure I don't leave anybody behind. All right. I see the hearts. I see the hearts. I see y'all with me. Cool. All right. So now, remember, we got Miss T LLC out of Virginia, has found this contract opportunities, have found the information that the federal government is looking for. Okay. So now the question everybody's asking, how does she find, because she is in Virginia, this is in Minnesota, not New Mexico. Y'all don't, not New Mexico. Okay. Do you have to do all the elevators? That's what they're asking for. Felicia, that's what they're asking for. They're asking for all these elevators to be serviced and tested right here. All right. Serviced and tested. Okay. So now they found all this. And then I want y'all to do this for me. This is what is called a pricing sheet. From what I can see here, they want this inspected. I'm seeing 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, 2024 to 2025, 2025 to 2026, 2020, so 2022 to 2027. How long is that? How many years is that? Y'all drop that in the chat for me. How many years is 2022 to December 2022 to December 2027? 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. Cool. So this contract opportunity is for 5 years long. Okay. Keep that in mind. We'll revisit it. Keep it in mind. All right. All right. So now Miss T has found the contract opportunity. She found all the information the federal government is looking for. Now, this is where we show you, and I highlight on my channel and inside of our community, that we don't do the physical work. So now we have to find a contractor who would actually do this physical work. So she goes over to my great friend Google. Great friend Google. And look, we have dropped in elevator service in St. Cloud. And now we've gotten a listing of subcontractors in that area who are now able to do what the federal government is asking for. So now we have all the information. All the information. We have the elevator model, serials number, the size, the stops, the building. We have how long they want the service for. We have how long they want the service for. We have the amount of equipment. We have the address. So we have all this information. Okay. So now, based off of the address, zip code, she has now found elevator companies in that area who are able to do the physical work. Who is able to do the physical work. All right. So listen, remember, we're still in the interactive portion. How much did it cost Miss T out of Virginia to find these contractors in that area who are capable of doing this physical work? Y'all drop that in the chat for me. How much did it cost her to find these businesses? Zero. Man, y'all still cooking with me, man. Yo, I like this Sunday class. All right. Okay. So let's pick one. Let's pick Otis Elevator. Okay. So Miss T out of Virginia reached out to Otis Elevator and says, I am looking to get a quote on how much it will cost to do testing of these service and testing of these elevators. And she provides all the elevator, model, serial number, everything. Provide each of them. This is what I'm looking for. She gives us the frequency, the quantity, and where the location's at. And Otis Elevator gives her a quote for that actual service that the federal government is looking for right here. This information she provides to them, and they gave her a quote. Now, again, I'm doing this off of live right now for y'all for this example. I do not know how much it will cost to actually do this service. So the numbers that I'm using is for educational purposes only. Don't hold me and say that's not accurate and come after me. All right? Okay. So let's say Otis Elevator gives her a quote to provide this service for $15,000. Okay? We will do this for you for $15,000. Let me see. It's quarterly service or monthly service. Yes, $15,000 a month. So y'all drop in the chat for me. Drop in the chat for me. I see you, Williams. Drop in the chat for me that the quote from Otis is for $15K. $15K a month. Yeah, $15K a month. $15K. I see y'all. $15K. 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 I see you. All right. Perfect. All right. So what Miss again, they emailed her back a quote. Okay. They emailed her back a quote. So what she has also done, Miss T out of Virginia, she has gone through and contacted other elevator companies in that area and also provided them the information to get a quote from the other companies in the area. So now that she has gotten back a quote, she knows that she is able to add $5,000 on top of the quote based off of the market research that she's just done. Okay? So now the quote from Otis Elevator with her profit on top of it is now $20K. So if you understand that the quote from Otis Elevators plus her profit on top of it is $20K, y'all drop a $20K in the chat for me. All right, I travel for fun. Nobody says anything about guarantee now. Don't disrupt the class. Please don't. All right. 20K. Cool. 20K. Cool. All right. Before we move on, I'm showing you the process and all that we show you inside our community. Before we move on, how much did it cost her to reach out to these contractors and to get a quote back? How much did it cost her? Zero. Buck fan. I see you. Zero. Cool. All right. So now that she's gotten a quote back, perfect, man. Man, I love it. Now that she's gotten a quote back, she's put her profit on top of it. She goes back to the federal government. She goes back to the federal government right here. And all she does is send an email to the point of contact. She is sending an email to the point of contact and also attaches all the documents that they require. If they want to know the price, if the federal government wants to know when you can start, if they want to know what equipment you're going to use to test the elevators, she provides all that information to the federal government, okay? The federal government receives her quote, loves her price, and they award Ms. T LLC out of Virginia the contract for $20,000 a month in order to do this service that they're requesting, $20,000 a month. Okay? So now they have awarded Miss T LLC out of Virginia the contract for $20 a month to do this service. Miss T out of Virginia contacts Otis Elevator, who she received the quote from, and said, Otis Elevator, based on that quote for $15K that you send it to me, we are going to use your company in order to perform this service that you quoted me on for $15,000 a month. Okay? So Otis Elevator goes out to the VA Medical Center in St. Cloud right here. They perform the testing. After the testing is done, they would invoice Miss T LLC out of Virginia. Miss T LLC would invoice the federal government for $20,000. And she will pay Otis Elevators, based off of the quote, $15,000 a month. And she is now making $5,000 a month without doing the physical work. Now, she is now making $5,000 a month for the next 5 years. For the next 5 years. Off of just one contract. And now y'all let me know. Remember, how much was her startup cost? To get started in federal government contracting? I walked y'all through it. How much was her startup cost? $100. Perfect. $100. Okay? So listen, now I can answer questions for you. Now I can show you the process of what we actually teach and what we actually show you inside of our community. That's what we show you inside of our community, okay? Okay, for people that's now joining in or still here, listen, let me show you. So if you want to learn more about how we actually hold your hand and walk you through that process that I just showed you, if you click the link in my bio, the very first link is a video that tells you more about us, more about our community, And again, you will get a video that tells you more about me, more about the community. You have to watch the video all the way through. Once you watch the video all the way through, you will actually get a link to sign up for the free webinar. At the webinar, I'm able to answer more in-depth questions, show you details, and all that inside of the webinar. Okay? All right. So listen, let me flip the camera around. Let me answer some questions. I'm seeing it. You don't see the link. You have to watch the video all the way through. Again, this is how we weed out people that are looky-loos, people who just, who are not interested. Listen, our goal is to our community. Our FGC community is for serious-minded, like-minded entrepreneurs. We just don't take anyone, okay? Also, listen, I'll be going on later on today as well. And we also, if you want to do me a favor and subscribe to the tube, if you subscribe to the tube, it's a little